What is up, my love? It's Mitty here, and I'm back once again to do another video for you guys. This is an install using ONDIBU Indian wavy hair, so stay tuned. First, I'm going to start off by blowing out her hair with a little bit of argan oil in it just to kind of moisturize it and as somewhat of a heat protectant. She is 100% natural, so I want to take my time by stretching her hair a little bit first and then using a paddle brush to blow it out all the way. Once I have her hair completely blown out, now I'm going to go ahead and section out her leave out. This is just the little bit of edges and kind of fine hairs around the front that I don't want to put a lot of tension on. On to the braid down. So I started by sectioning her hair down the middle, and I'm taking the perimeter braid from the center part all the way around to the opposite side of the nape. I know that sounds like a lot, but you'll see what I'm doing right here. See, I took that braid from the center part all the way around to the back of the nape. Now I'm flipping to the other side of the head, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, taking the braid from the center part all the way around to the back of the nape. So there are no loose ends that I have to sew up in the end. I'm making sure to take the previous braid and incorporate it into the next braid. You stick around, you'll see exactly what I mean. Once I get those first perimeter braids completed, I'm just going to work from the middle part and go straight back. Well, not straight back. I'm going to work in an angular motion just to make sure all the braids fit the head nicely. Here you can really see what I mean when I say I take the end of the first braid and put it into the second braid. When I get to a certain point, I like to pull the end up and just kind of feed it into the braid and continue just like that. Here's the braid pattern before the net and after the net. I do this just for added security and protection for my client's hair. Now let's get to the sewing. This is a closure that my client bought from a different hair company, and the lace was really gray. So after I bleached the knots, I had to go ahead and apply a little bit of foundation to the bottom of it, just to give it a little more realistic tone. I start by sewing the closure all the way up one side and then holding it taut and sewing it up the other side and then sewing the back of it last. On to the bundles. My client is using 3 bundles of the Indian Wavy from ONDIBUhair.com. I believe it's 2 bundles of 24-inch and a 22-inch bundle, if I'm not mistaken. But this is her second time installing this hair. The first time we installed it, it was just a honey blonde color ombre, and she wore it in the center part. But this time she opted for a bang, and we didn't want to cut the hair up too much. That's why we decided to go with the closure. So this is a really, really good idea, ladies. And the same way I cut the bang on this closure, you can absolutely apply this to your closure unit the same exact way. Look how full this is. This is just the first one all sewn in, and I did bleach this hair once before I actually installed it. This is it all finished, and we're gonna work on cutting the bang, my favorite part. Let's get to it. As you can see, the triangle section that I have already parted out in the top of her head, I used the corners of her eyes as a guide to how wide I need the triangle to be. Now I'm going to pull it all the way down and let my fingers kind of rest in the bridge of her nose and use that as the point of reference to start cutting. As you can see, I always like to cut into the hair because I feel like it's a little bit more forgiving than just going straight across and creating any blunt lines. Boom! I love it. Now I'm just taking it and cutting into it just to kind of thin it and take a little bit of the weight out of it. Now for the layers. I'm taking sections all the way around the head, over directing them and finding my guide and cutting into it. I'll probably do a more detailed video if you guys want me to. Comment down below if you want me to do a more detailed layering video. Now I'm just using a little bit of Lotta Body on the closure to set the part and set the bang in place so that it won't move or mess up. I'm honestly obsessed with this look here. She definitely could have walked out just like this, but I straightened one side just so you can see how beautiful and silky this hair is. But this is not the finished look. If you'd like to see how I got this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous purple color, stay tuned for my next video.